And welcome back, everybody, to some more GSA action. You already know what it is. The 16-star league is underway once again, and both members today are rocking that blue esports logo. We've got RockChalk19 versus Paracusia, duking it out for blue esports champion, I suppose. And with me, of course, in the booth,
You already know
none
who it
other
is.
than Badronus. What's happening,
What's
man?
up?
How you doing?
I'm doing great. Finally got off of school for a week, so feeling happy. Can't wait to get back to some more Mario action, commentating, you know. Also, congratulations on a successful recovery from your appendicitis.
Thank you very much. It was a bop. It was a bit of bop. I was just like, I thought it was food poisoning, and I thought it would go away, and it just kept getting worse. And I was like, okay, well, gotta go to the hospital. And next thing you know, they're slicing open my belly and taking out my appendix. I felt robbed, but I feel better now, so that's good.
Yeah.
Now we're back in the booth, and it's time for some action. RockChalk has had a bit of a rocky road here in the 16-star matches from what I have seen. I haven't seen too much Paracusia action in the 16-star department, but I'm sure he's been holding down his own quite well. But the race has begun.
Yeah, RockChalk and Pear are both kind of in the middle of the league. Once you get toward the bottom half, it's pretty sparse points because pretty much Aki is pretty much way ahead of everybody, and then Benny, Auntie, Cheese, do whatever. But then RockChalk's actually in 7th at 12 points and Para at 10. So he's not doing too bad for himself. And to be honest, I think RockChalk has been a bit more like in form for 16-star, where Para, like, you know, he's such a good player. Like, you saw the one match, I think you were commentating actually, where he was completely outplaying Aki, but he ended up just losing all 3 races. So like, Para has insane potential, but RockChalk's been a bit more stable so far.
That's a good way to put it. And I can definitely see how that's happening. I know Paracusia probably not dedicating too much time to 16-star specific. He's a very, very strong 120 player and definitely been putting a lot of time in there. But LBLJ is no stranger to that. Here we go. Both players pretty comfortable, but it could be hard in a race.
Through the door. See, RockChalk actually managed to go through the wall next to
the door.
No! Got the wrong angle. Can you get back up? He's got to restart now.
he could have done an LBLJ from there. You can do it on the other side, but RockChalk wanted to line back up. This is a moment of panic. You got to get it done quick.
Oh, can you get
that angle a little spicy?
Got
all right. Not too bad.
Yeah, a lot of times we'll see multiple LBLJ failures, and then you're kind of trying to play from like a 20-30 second deficit. So it's good to see RockChalk so competitive in this one, even though Perry's going to have a small lead in Dark World.
Wow, RockChalk with the movement, but floundering at the triple jump. Unfortunate. Not going to be able to land that. Looks like he was going for a
Desire Cycle.
What's the next one? I forget what it's called.
Zaya Cycle?
There's Zaya Cycle.
A Japanese?
Yeah, no, there's Zaya, but the faster, like, Zaya Cycle's like a half cycle. I'm talking about, like, the actual cycle.
Oh, Tsukishima?
Yeah.
For real?
That's what it looked like. He did the rollout thing, the jump dive. Oh, no!
Level 20 million bonk!
Yeah! Oh, my...
And he's actually doing this in Mario Kart 2, losing even more time. Trying to get face to face!
Okay, the punch! Tactical maneuvers to get the star. RockChalk certainly a little bit upset after that one. It looked like the bonks actually bonked his head a little bit and his brain perhaps shook, and we saw just a mini concussion going on there. Seeing some stars, but he's wide awake once again, grabbing this bow. But Paracusia has got himself a pretty cute little lead. And this is honestly, this seems to be the theme of the RockChalk races that he loses. From what I've seen, it's usually in the first 2 or 3 minutes, something outrageous happens, and he's battling to get that lead back. Now, against Paracusia, I don't think it's out of the question that he can come especially in 16 stars. So we're just gonna have to see what happens.
And it's not even as if he got like a 4-minute Dark World. He's probably 30 seconds behind, which he can make some of that up in the stars, but mainly just in BLJs and the Voucher stages are going to be the biggest time variance in the run. So obviously there's like 90% of the run left.
Yeah, it's not a easy path to the end at all. It just gets more and more absurd with the tricks, the strats that you gotta do. RockChalk with the side flip looking good. We got some Owlus is coming in. Paracusia in the cage. RockChalk as well. No problems there.
Yeah, good to see starting off RockChalk and Para both getting a pretty even Owlus, although RockChalk didn't get a good defense clip. It's just gonna be another second in Para's pocket, but overall, he's still like one complete star behind. Para's gonna be wrapping up bombs on a really solid pace, actually. You can look at like a 430 something, especially kind of a lower one that Para's got here, like a 434. It's a very solid beginning with no mistakes. So Para's actually like on a very solid pace right now, and you can see RockChalk about 25 seconds behind.
Yeah, Paracusia on the run of his life right now. Ooh, going for the punch. I like the punch on the ledge there to go down to the key door. A lot of people grab that ledge by accident. Single jump. Oh! Not happening.
I think his dive was just wrong, and then he decided to go for single jump as like a backup or like as a meme, but obviously had like no real chance of getting it.
Yeah, that was
intentional, but I don't think it was.
Don't think so. That did not work out too well in our boys' favor. Paracusia, Thomas got the double jump, but that's the ledge grab I'm talking about. RockChalk getting it. Paracusia not even having to deal with it. Great pillow list from Para.
Yeah, RockChalk also going to be going for Thomas. RockChalk is actually someone who goes super hard in SSL and 120 star. So kind of on the same page with Para, at least on the same wavelength in terms of their philosophy for this stage, and Thomas in particular. A lot of people go for it now, but RockChalk was one of the first people outside of like the very elite runners to actually start going for it. So he's kind of ahead of the curve, and we'll see if he can make good.
Oh, just as you're puffing him up. Puffing him up a little bit too much. He got popped. He inflated him a little too much. RockChalk not getting his signature Thomas. And I would agree. RockChalk is insane at Thomas. It's like his thing.
Yeah.
Very consistent. One of the most consistent, even more than some of the elite, as you'd say. So kind of a shocker to see him slip it up there for the second try.
So I learned this today. Oh, let's see. I had the meantime RockChalk getting a fantastic Thomas second try. But on Para, bonking on the way to lethal lava land. So, you know, what's worse, failing Thomas or getting a bonk? Definitely failing Thomas. But, you know, not perfect for Para either. Cal's movement can kind of trigger you if you've been watching lately. Like, that's the thing that really gets to him if he bonks on castle movement. Alright, nice talons from RockChalk.
Slapping that bird senseless. Taking that star, doing what he's got to do. Chasing Paracusia. And Paracusia with a nice side hop. The 16-star specifics so far are looking good for the man, but there's still much action to be done. And we've got a gifted sub coming in. Rock on X. Fresh, hot commentator joining the lab of GSA. Dropping a gifted sub to Elite Moral Minority. Congratulations. Welcome. RockChalk burning his high, and he has her speaking about it. Very low on health.
Yeah,
unfortunate.
Oh, you always hold your breath when you're trying to fight the bully on like 3 HP. Because obviously he knocks you in the lava, it's a game ogre.
Definitely a game ogre. That's a red ogre right there. Probably from the lava.
True.
Okay. Nice little ground pound from Paracusia. Rocking the...
Para's showing RockChalk how you're supposed to do it.
That strat is like... I didn't think that it would be picked up because I remember practicing it and I was like, this is just like not really happening. RockChalk hesitant at the side hop. Can't get the angle figured out. Protractor taking it out for a second, lining it up with the sun. and he is all in good grace, but taking some time. Paracusia continuing to build this gap. I mean, he needs the point.
Yeah, RockChalk is definitely farther behind than he was before. Para's just not giving him any room to take advantage of a lethal lava land, at least not that RockChalk's been able to do. But this is a key point here. RockChalk also goes for put lava boost with the Mario Cam setup. He's really good at the actual boost, but the ending kills him almost every time. As I say that, he actually fails the lava boost and dies. RockChalk has just kind of spat in my face again. Feels bad, man.
Co-commentator playing the victim when really he's the one placing RockChalk under so much stress of the commentator's curses. And Paracusia also getting in on some action, messing up the triple jump box strat, refusing to go and use the door. The camera not helping him out very much, but yeah, RockChalk a little bit under the weather of the curse right now. You're gonna need to calm down a little bit, Badronis. At least balance it out. This biased commentary, I just can't take it any longer.
You know, I'm biased. Well, you can decide for yourself. Am I for Blue Esports? Biased towards both runners, perhaps? Or against?
You're definitely towards the Blue Esports. I can guarantee that. But whether or not it's RockChalk or Paracusia is still another question. Commentator trying to dodge the accusations, but cannot be saved. Commentator very persistent, trying to dig a little deeper, figure out what's going on here. Paracusia getting his triple jump box.
The Phoenix Wright theme starts playing. I've been cornered. I'm sweating.
Commentator caught red-handed. There's the triple jump box from RockChalk that he desperately needed. Things finally seeming to go his way a little bit. Gonna gain some time back on Paracusia for sure there.
Yeah, first big mistake of the run here was in Hazy Maze Cave of all things for Paracusia, but this is still a solid run and definitely one you could PB with if you have a great end game. But obviously that's the big if of the category. 1036 HMC split is definitely on for like a mid 15 place or mid 15 time if you are playing like a god. Definitely a 15 of any nature is still on the table, very much so. But it all starts with the MIPS grab, the 16-star exclusive, which Paracusia is probably not so practiced in.
Yeah, a little cheeky dive, nothing fancy, but gets the job. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And an instant clip,
really
no
from Para.
Yeah, no lining up at all, pretty much right away. Paracusia actually looking quite versed. Okay, that camera angle was
15 DDD entry. That's actually really, really good from Paracusia. Very fast MIPS clip despite not going for the glitchy wall kick. Probably knowing his limits here and kind of scaling his gameplay accordingly. So a lot of respect for that one.
Whoa, and betrayed by his own kind.
Obligatory rock joke. I think he's on bad boulders more often than most runners. I don't know if it has something to do with the name.
It's probably... Go ahead.
Nah, you go ahead.
It's probably the fact that since he is RockChalk, he's able to speak their language, speak their tongue, and there might have been an altercation. I don't want to get into details. I do have some insider information. Okay. But RockChalk grabbing the MIPS, Paracusia with a very nice front sub.
Wait, he did front sub?
He did.
Wow. That's very new from Paracusia then, because front sub is one of the few strats that he actually doesn't do in 120 star. RockChalk opening the door. Let's see if Para can get pole glitch and extend his lead even farther right now. That looks like good. That's gonna be a good setup. He's got the glitch.
Okay. Paracusia might be setting himself up for a new personal best out.
Yeah, super fast sidekick now, and RockChalk over a minute behind here, struggling quite a bit on MIPS, but Para is just rolling along, even with the long jump wall kick and piracy, making the best cycle you realistically can. And although not reducing so much lag, he's definitely put his best foot forward here, and this is going to be really hard for RockChalk to match. So it's just down to BLJs and throws for Para, and PB definitely on the table. Like, I would say like a 15-3x best possible time right now.
Yeah, Paracusia hot, but like you said, those BLJs are sort of the gatekeeper. And that, it looks like a misthrow!
That's
RockChalk!
A singular nail in the coffin, that's all it takes to kill a run in 16 star, and Paracusia just out of his mind right there. Probably was thinking ahead too far, got a little bit sidetracked, forgot to throw the turtle into the bomb.
You can't forget to throw the turtle in the bomb, people. This is the basics of Mario, the core principles. You cannot forget where you came from. Paracusia dropping that throw, definitely going to be dropping a PB, but can still get a pretty spicy time, and of course a W and some points.
He can honestly still PB. He can still 15 despite missing the throw, I think. If he has insane BLJs, of course. RockChalk, okay, yeah, over here on Fire City, RockChalk losing some time, but still making the early cycle. Although, this is scary. He's got to watch his angle. Is he going to go for one burn here? No, just save 2 burns. Alright, Paracusia, BLJs. Alright, looks like he's trying to master this, but not catching at all.
Second try. And his approach looks good. He's coming right in about where you want to, but nothing catching yet. That's 2 attempts. Time is ticking.
Yeah, if you want Aki to do BLJs, he clips it exactly the same way. I think Para actually got a better stair clip on the third one. On the second one, I think he was a bit too far away from the step to hit it on the first long jump backwards. So, third setup is really nice from Paracusia, and now this endless staircase BLJ can kind of give us an idea what final time he can try to get.
He had the start of something.
As soon as he caught it, yeah. Wow. Alright, looks like he's going to be entering bits at about a 1450, so he can still get like a low 16, which would be a PB for him.
Wow,
His
despite
PB is
everything.
1622, I think.
Oh, that angle is a little scary. Landing the triple jump.
He always does the camera that way, although I'm not sure why. I don't know if it helps him or not.
Must be. Everybody's got their thing.
Yeah.
Some looking a little bit less useful than others, but I can see where Paracusia is coming from. Triple jump ball kick coming up here.
Yeah, meantime, RockChalk did not get his review. Okay.
Okay.
You know, the reverse curse is completely in effect. RockChalk just lives to prove me wrong, and as far as this race goes, it might be too little too late. But, you know, he might still...
Just as he says it, too little too late!
RockChalk about to take the lead! He's caught the BLJ, and he's in the...
Are you kidding me? Paracusia going for that very fast finish and biting him right in the buns. It's just very precise movement, and now RockChalk's got it in the bag, potentially. The triple jump dive. Okay,
I wouldn't say it's in the bag. Para's less than 10 seconds behind. RockChalk.
It's in the bag.
Hard to press to close out this bits, and we'll see what triple jump walk he's going to go for. I think he does moving left side, but, you know, Paracusia could try to ball out a little bit. And even so, it's going to be a one throw gap.
There it is. Ooh, catching ledge very quick. Paracusia right behind him, though, not wasting any time. And a missed cycle from RockChalk. Paracusia could be right here.
Para's going to save, but not getting the last grab. And
that's a death. Wow. I've never seen someone die like that. Oh my god. I can't believe what just happened. This was pretty much secured. Paracusia, a seatbelt strap, driving away from the explosion. But RockChalk coming out. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not coming out.
How would you describe this metaphor right now? Para has taken 3 deaths in bits, and I think he might just kind of concede game 1 to RockChalk.
He had a seizure.
Yeah.
Basically, it's like he was driving the car down the road, and everything was good. He had the cruise control, playing his favorite tunes. RockChalk sort of just coasting to victory here, not so elegantly, but slowly but surely. Okay, maybe not, but yeah, he basically had a seizure, and when you have a seizure when you're driving, it's not the prettiest thing. Definitely ran into a bit of an accident, and then he tumbled further down into the ditch, only to find himself flipping off of a cliff, and a complete explosion. Huge eruption in the news. Unfortunate.
He finds several different causes for death. The researchers are stunned, never seen anything like it. How do you explain this one? It's gonna just be one for the ages, gonna have to write that one down. Maybe on the bright side, Paracusia's probably gotten like the weirdest mistake of the series out of the way first. Although, like, he was pretty much done with the bits, and that final movement saves hardly any time at all. And going into the pipe, he would have definitely been on PB pace.
Yeah, that's like the biggest the biggest swap I could think of. The biggest clapping I've seen in recent times. I mean, honestly though, there's been some similar of similar magnitude things going on. I believe we actually saw something similar like that from Cheese. I want to say it was in the 70-star league, but he had a couple.
Who died doing that? I know
I
someone
think
else
so.
died the exact same way.
Yeah, it was like, well, I want to say he got Goomba'd or something like that, and then he fell again off the elevators. He basically died twice in Sky. It's like, I mean, we're always saying that anything can happen, and sometimes we mean it. I mean, sometimes when I say it, I'm like, yeah, anything can happen. I mean, in the back of my head, I'm like, okay, this is over. But honestly, it's never over. This game is too much sauce.
There is always more sauce to be found. You know, be careful what you wish for, because Mario 64 will give it to you tenfold, and you'll end up wondering what happened. Just left in the dust, or even dead in Paris' case, still in the smoldering wreckage of the car crash. But he's got his second win. Can he get this LBLJ? Okay, RockChalk looks like he's got it through the door, and both turning pretty nicely. RockChalk getting a nice entry, and Para actually catching up a little bit despite messing up right at the very beginning. And we'll see RockChalk go for Zycycle. Yeah, he can't really go for Sukasuma unless he does the fast sprint around the switch without actually stopping. But
That's
both
right.
Para and RockChalk do the dive roll all over the box to get a pretty early Zycycle, which you can tell because they both made it over the previous elevator, where that puts him like a whole 2 seconds earlier than the normal Shig movement, which makes it pretty easy to catch Zaya. Like, you can see that the yellow block isn't even fully extended back out toward the bridge you jump from, so you can make it very early. And both RockChalk and Para are pretty much synced now. I can't even believe that. Para is actually caught up despite doing
quite a bit.
Double firsties? No. And we are synced.
That's going to be a GSA sync for me, dog. Paracusia, kind of crazy, actually. He was down maybe a second or two at that LBLJ, but the man is fast. You cannot argue that. He's got the speed. Let's see how these throws go. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I want to see in a race, especially 16-star. It just hurts to see 20, 30 seconds behind right in the beginning. Both of them landing that throw. Very nice.
This can be like a 249 from both. So really good start. I mean, I think it's probably going to be a little bit worse than that, actually, but it's a good start for both runners. Okay. Somehow Paris caught up a little bit, or taking the lead in the transition. I don't know how. I guess it was just a better throw, but he also threw Bowser through the air, so I don't know what happened.
Yeah, it looks like a better throw. My only conclusion, I've done multiple test runs, ran the data twice at least.
Yep.
It's the only conclusion. The other conclusion we have is that they are, in fact, in Womp's Fortress. Paracusia choosing for canonless texture setup can be a little scary. RockChalk with a nice Owless, but... Okay, I spoke too soon.
Yep, double jump into the star, you're gonna lose him about a second due to the ridiculously annoying star grab.
Yeah, that is a lot of airtime.
Paracusia actually took his time on Canonless. I don't know if you saw, he kind of tiptoed to the spot, but definitely made sure he got it. So definitely reaping the reward from his cautious gameplay, and I think, you know, Womps has not been too difficult for him in the previous race, and in general, something that he's been just flying through, no problems. So, off to another good start in the race. We said last time that his pace was really good coming out of Womps, no problems, but RockChalk is ready to meet him this time, and he might not have to wait for Para to mess up at the very end of Sky. Alright, so wrapping it up, RockChalk and Para 2 seconds apart, but Para's now going to be going down in SSL, where we'll kind of see if Tamalplex will change the lead in any respects like it did last time, where Para extended his. But, you know, maybe Lightning won't strike a second time, and RockChalk will be the one coming out on top.
Ooh, RockChalk taking a page out of Paracusia's book, going for that punch. Avoiding the ledge grab that he got last time. Knows what he needs to do. Maybe he was just thinking, oh, it's not going to happen to me. But here we are in the basement. Things are getting real. The heat has been turned on the stove, and it's time to boil some water.
Not sure how boiling water works, but, you know, fair enough.
Okay.
Plus, bomb blown up for RockChalk and Para. He's got to change his angle, but I think he's going to be able to make it in there. Yeah, barely.
I thought he was almost too high there. He's going to overshoot it, but it's all good. Paracusia getting it. RockChalk with the ideal backup. This angle, not as ideal. But still doing things with his guy, with the controller and the game.
Yeah, Para off to another great start. Let's see, this left side talon, nice Shy Guy RNG. I can kind of troll you. Alright, RockChalk getting his big bomb.
Alright.
And that's a good angle.
Buttery, smooth, and pretty much, I mean, yes, he's lost maybe 2 seconds over Para, but absolutely stunning. Tama plus from RockChalk, saving some good time over Paracusia's.
I want to see Para actually another really good SSL pace, 627. RockChalk going to be only about 5 seconds behind. So still keeping this one competitive and vastly better than the first race. Kind of making up for any mistakes that he had starting out. But Lethal Lava Land. He died on Lava Boost, right? That was the first death of the run. While Para kept on sailing smoothly, so we'll see if he can redeem that one as well. Okay, side hop from Para. That one looks good. No! I take it back. No ledge grab.
I don't know if you can take it back right there. That was a... Okay, and now it's a critical situation. Code red. And he's dead! That is what happens. I mean, this is 16-star exclusive right here. It went so beautifully game 1, but it is a hard strat. And you can die. We've seen many players die, and now RockChalk is going to be scooting right along, taking that lead. Okay, that one's good. Beautiful.
And RockChalk coming up on it though, and also falls off of the plank. Okay, second try now. Well, really his first try.
No.
He's down to 2 HP.
Oh, goodness.
He doesn't even get the triple jump, just going right over the edge and falling in the lava. Maybe a more efficient way to kill yourself, but come on. He spent so much time trying to set it up as well. This is a terrible meltdown for RockChalk. And just equally for Paracusia.
Okay!
Okay, not dying. But, oh my god, just the meltdown Lethal Lava Land. Obviously the stage kind of lends itself by the name, but you really don't see it happen that much. And Para on 1 HP almost got burned again.
Wow. Okay, so Lethal Lava Land driving everybody insane. Thought RockChalk was going to run away with it, but it is Lethal Land and also getting its grip around his rocky waist. We'll see how the volcano treats him, though. Could still save some time over Para.
Going for the elevator, this is so surprising because, like Tom Plus is his thing, Pro Lava Boost is also his thing. But realizing that maybe it's not worth the time save, just gonna take the elevator like most people will do. So, there you go. Consistency, but also not taking as much time as he could, despite something that he's definitely practiced so much, he's pretty consistent at it.
Yeah, I think it was mostly the death. He's just like, you know what, I really don't want to risk it. It's not worth... I mean, how much time does that lava boost save? Do you know? I don't actually know.
Over the elevator tour, it's... Well, it depends what ending you do, but it's about a second.
Yeah, so it's like, is it worth a second to lose even more time after I've already died? Because I'm not sure if he knows that Paracusia died as well, but RockChalk is holding that lead. Dead. Close. Much nicer race we're seeing here. Well, nicer, you could argue, a little messy out here, you know, with some sauce flopping out of the pan. We're gonna have to grab the mop, wipe it up a bit. I mean, who doesn't like a good mess? Oh! Wow.
You know, I think Paris not
Oh,
letting
no.
him jump too much. Can he back this up? He's got to go all the way around. Hey, belly sliding. Okay, he's gonna be able to go over to wall kicks. I mean, rolling rocks.
Oh,
And
no.
the border flattening him. He's on 2 HP. Want to grab some coins?
Oh, God.
3 HP.
Oh, my. I thought he was going to die. Paracusia is falling apart here. This boulder star. I don't think that was even what he wanted to do. I mean, yes, he wanted to do the triple jump box. I think he was moving over to do maybe an amazing exit. He definitely wanted to redo the triple jump box. That's what we saw in game 1, but it has got his number, leaving constant voicemails, nagging text messages in his head. Very annoying, understandably so, but thankfully didn't get toast ridered by the boulders. I don't know. Have you seen that clip?
Yeah, I've seen the clip. I don't know if I've ever seen RNG that bad, but honestly, it's something that'll only happen like once in a lifetime. I believe it was RNG, like all the borders went to the left and hit him. Like it wasn't that he just didn't get all the way. Wow. That's like Pear's worst start in the whole run by far. I don't know what happens because he's usually really good at it, because in 120 star you actually have to do 3 box jumps. Metal cap, swimming beast in the cavern, and HMC BLJ. So the fact that he can't get 1 in like 3 tries is kind of crazy.
That is crazy, and it's also a testament to how the categories sort of change your mindset. I mean, I've heard from Cheese multiple times, like he's obviously very strong 120 star player, but when he's doing 70 star, the stars that are so easy in 120 just become, there's a lot more pressure on them.
Yeah.
So I can sort of see what's going on there.
Okay, RockChalk finally getting into Dire Docks. You know, pretty good lead for him now, where Paracusia was off to a really great start, but LLL had something to say about that, and then HMC said, wait, I've also got something to say about that, and was even more commanding, and Para is off to like a 30-second-ish deficit now. So RockChalk gonna go for X sub. I want to see if Para goes for front sub again, because this is definitely one of the newer things he's tried to implement, because previously, obviously Para is known for doing pretty much all the fast optimal strats in the run, but previously front sub was like the one thing or one of a few things that he hadn't really taken the time to get down yet. So gonna be interesting to see him go for front sub again, see if he can get it. Would be a nice time save over RockChalk, but also pretty good confidence boost after that Hazy Maze cave. Alright, let's see this pull glitch for RockChalk. At the same time, Paracusia getting that front sub just barely. RockChalk pull glitch successful.
Oh,
both were expecting Para ground pounding, but RockChalk still soaring through Fire Sea up to the 2nd level now. Looks like he's definitely going to be making that early cycle. Maybe not fast enough to do it with a long jump wall kick, but definitely can triple jump wall kick if he would like.
Oh no!
He can still long jump.
Proving the commentator wrong. The long jump happening, and again, I don't know if that's what he wants. The long jump dive.
I believe the single jump becomes if you're like trying to change your angle when you're on the sloped part, or something along those lines. Wait, actually that doesn't make sense. But yeah, he definitely wanted to just keep long jumping.
Oh no, Paracusia! Oh, you hate to see it denied by the sloped ledge. You can't grab those. Well, you can try to grab those, but you will get denied. Paracusia missing the cycle. And I mean, the ball is in RockChalk's court, but this is basically an exact flip of what we saw. Oh, okay, one burn from Paracusia, wasting no time.
You say that, but there's a run where Para was on a really good run yet again. I think this was versus Aki, and he was in the lead against Aki and Fire Sea. He went for one burn and ended up like going over the edge and killing himself, and then died a 2nd time in Fire Sea, I'm pretty sure. So
oh my God,
that's definitely a risky strat, and kind of like in bits. Whoa, ZFG! Let's get those ogres out in the chat.
The ogres are coming in. Thank you very much, ZFG. Oh, Clint raid. Apparently, we're getting some smoke screens thrown in the chat, but Rock instant BLJ, not wasting any time. And the rainbow, beautiful color of ogres are coming in. Shout out to ZFG. Thank you very much for the raid. Welcome, everybody. This has been, so far, one of the crazy, well, yeah, I'd say one of the craziest races. Game 1, Paracusia was in the lead by a whopping, I don't know, 30 seconds or more. in Sky, died twice. RockChalk came back, took the point, and now RockChalk in the lead here in Sky. Game 2, looking to get some points in the 16-star league. Both very formidable players. But Paracusia sort of in need of those points if he wants to have some action at Smash and Splash.
That's true. Recently announced our live event for the finals. Not the same as Pace, but we're going to be teaming up with another Smash event to bring these finals to life in a live environment. Okay, let's see RockChalk though. He's almost up into throws. Can he avoid dying at the very end of the stage like Para did in the last run? If you're watching ZFG, the way that Para lost the first race was in extremely tragic fashion. Right here, doing this movement, he fell off of the corner and to his death. So RockChalk actually looks like he might be able to take the 2-0 bonus point, and that would be insane for him in the league. That would put him up into like 6th place, I'm pretty sure.
This would be good stuff indeed. And that first throw looking so good. RockChalk making moves. Paracusia shot down on the right side and a bomb.
If you don't know what's going on there, he actually ledge grabbed the slanted side of that wooden prism. So when that happens, you actually get this bonk behavior, because when you ledge grab and you cancel it, you just fall straight down. So that's actually what's going to happen to Para. If he unpauses, he's just going to fall to his death, and there's nothing he can do about it.
Yeah.
It's going to be 2-0 for RockChalk.
And Paracusia is in the call. He can tell that RockChalk has got the lead. So not going to try any longer. Taking another game. Missing PB by 8 seconds. RockChalk looking a lot spicier in game 2. Can he take a game 3? Paracusia. I mean, Paracusia is looking really good. It's just these endings. Trying to solidify it. It's like you're building yourself a nice pizza. He's got the bread rolled out so nicely.
Okay.
The tomato sauce is smoothly pasted.
Okay.
He's got the cheese all over the thing. It's looking mighty fine. Meat lovers. He's got the pepperonis on it, the sausages, everything you could want on a meaty pizza. It's looking so good.
Yeah.
And as he's walking into the oven to put it in, it slips out of his hand.
No.
Splat. Right on the floor. Sauce everywhere. Cheese. The manager coming in. Upset. Profits. Down.
The manager is cheese. Just
the manager could be cheese. Probably is cheese in this analogy. That would make sense. But game 3 underway. I don't know what to say, man. I don't know what to say. Yeah,
at this point, you're kind of wondering if Para's in bits again on a good run, which, if you are also not familiar with Mario 64, because a lot of you are from ZFG, Para is one of the fastest in terms of strats and movement. The combination of these, he plays at the most optimal level that he knows how to do, and he will just go all out and try to hit every single thing, so he can actually get on some insane runs. But I have to wonder, if he's in bits again, will he be able to close it out? Or will RockChalk just be able to take a third one? Just mentally, trying to go to bits with 2 deaths in both races.
Here it is.
For Para. Can he get through the door? Yep. Wow, 120 entry, even faster than RockChalk yet again, but RockChalk also getting a first try LBLJ. And that is really the first hurdle of 16 star, and both these runners are off to a good start yet again.
This is what we like to see, baby. 16 star, so volatile, but in these past 2 games, been looking pretty good. Paracusia, oh, and RockChalk both synchronized.
Swim. Can't even get back up to the elevators.
Not really swimming, though. Sort of floundering out here on the elevators, and now Paracusia has got himself a cheeky little lead. And we've got ourselves a cheeky little restub. Welcome back, Darth Monkey, to the Prime Clock Club. Throwing down a dab in the chat. For sure. Thank you very much. Very much appreciated. Paracusia wrapping it up nicely. And RockChalk right behind.
And once again, Para really putting his best foot forward. Although it didn't get Zycycle, still made Chig, which is more than enough for a race environment. Gonna be trying to get a low 250-ish Dark World split. And RockChalk is only entering the pipes about 10 seconds behind. He lost a couple of cycles in Dark World. And Para hitting the throw, no problems.
That is a dead Bowser. Or
Is he
knocked
dead?
out. No, he's knocked out. Turns into a key, however that makes sense. I didn't think that throw would hit from RockChalk, but landing.
It did in fact land.
And so did Bowser.
Good lumps.
And so did the key. Oh, okay. And the dab
RockChalk.
coming out.
Yeah, thanking the subs. Let's see if we can get some more dabs in the chat. Simply, I think, not accounting for a certain delay, but okay.
I am not counting,
eventually.
but I'm also throwing the dab down. I actually, 4D chess, accounting for the delay and dabbing for the sub, so I will throw down another dab for the dab that everyone will see here in a moment. Paracusia, once again, signature goes for Canonless right away, just wants to get it out of the way. That was a very quick setup and getting it. Nice stuff. He's a loose cannon right now, basically.
Yeah, the beginning of the run has been great through SSL all 3 times, or twice. We'll see if Para can get 3 for 3 good starts. But then we have to see, like, how long will it be until the cracks start to show? Because in the first race, it was all the way up until the fire C throw, pretty much, which he missed. In the second race, it was lethal lava lane and side hop. So we'll see if Para's really got what it takes mentally, because that's the big struggle in races. When you can't reset in a category like 16 star, you're gonna get tilted. And how do you deal with that? There's really no 100% answer, which is why it makes races like these so exciting, because even though Para's the favorite in some aspects, he really can't feel comfortable about not only the way he's playing, but his chance of getting a win over RockChalk if he's not going to make mistakes in the end game.
Yeah, that's a really interesting point. I mean, everybody's does get tilted. There's not one Mario player out there that's just, oh, I'm never gonna get mad at my mistakes. I'm just 100% calm, because if you were, you'd be pushing the boundaries. It's just not happening. It's a very frustrating game. Speedrunning in general, just a very tough thing to get through, and everybody sort of has their own ways of dealing with it. Some have, I guess, quicker methods than others. And others, you know, it sort of gets to them, and you can see it in the gameplay. But we'll see. So far, Paracusia's been doing a really good job of resetting. I would say, like, he can throw a race in the past.
Yeah. It's actually very impressive that he can kind of be like, all right, that one's done. I actually feel cheated.
Oh no!
Fall of shame. You can see me in real life. You know, I'm taking one index finger, and you can make, like, I think the sign language for shame is like a brushing motion across, like, your index finger with, like, 2 fingers. Never mind. That was a stupid tangent. I take it back.
Co-commentator giving us a moment to teach us sign language, but unfortunately there is no webcam. Can't really see what he's doing, so trying to explain it verbally, not working out too well, but we do appreciate the sentiment. Thank you very much, Bad Ronas.
You're welcome, Simply. Always a pleasure to explain my real life whatever. I can't even explain sign language with real language. What kind of commentator am I?
Legendary commentator.
Thank you.
Don't get a big
Honestly,
head now. Co-commentator
as well. This has been 3 amazing runs for Para out of SSL. Like, there's literally no better. You couldn't expect any more in a race than to get like a 620 something SSL. It's actually ridiculous how good his early game is. But here we go.
Gotta keep it going. Yeah, the side hop. Game 1 was good. Game 2, a little dicey. And Game 3, right away into the sauce. A burned bottom.
That one should work. Okay, Para gonna be the sigh of relief. Took 1 burn accidentally. But honestly, you're happy to get out of that star with your pants intact.
Yeah, pants somewhat intact. Perhaps 1 cheek exposed out of the pantalones there, but not going to be the end of the world. Not a Monka TOS situation quite. It's all good in the hood. And RockChalk, a little bit of a struggle there with the bully, but gets it figured out. And
yeah, he's actually been pretty shaky on the bully star.
Commentator getting called out. Not actually sure if it's sediment or sentiment. But RockChalk with looking like a nice sediment as he sedimentarily builds up a very nice side hop.
But did you say sediment? As in rock?
I think I said sediment.
Oh, yeah, I thought you said sentiment, so I thought maybe someone just misheard you. But you know, sediment does apply to RockChalk, although not really sure what way you could tie it into the race. Because
He is sediment.
geology is... RockChalk is sediment, there you go.
Having some fun with words here in the commentary booth. It can be tough sometimes. There are a lot of them, and they all mean different things, and it can be very tough to figure it out. But Paracusia out here going for these reds. The Lethal Lava Land much cleaner than we saw in Game 2. He's got his sponge out. His apron is on. The cleaning mask.
Okay.
It's all good in the hood.
Yeah, Perry, you know, he's got the mental fortitude to say, you know what, that pizza got ruined, and I was so excited to eat it, I'm just going to make another one. It'll be even better than the first one. So, Perry looking to impress us all with yet another great run out of Lethal Lava Land. But here's a box jump, as we said before. This has been giving him a lot of grief. Despite the class of runner he is, box jump is not something you'd expect him to mess up so much. Third try, though, he's got the triple,
Okay.
and that should work.
And no fall damage for this man. Chalk as well. Right on him.
Yeah,
This
RockChalk's
might-
keeping this one competitive.
Yeah, this might be the closest that we've seen them in up to Hazy Maze Cave. I could be wrong about that. It's certainly a race. They're certainly playing some Mario, and the tension is high in the room. My blood is boiling.
Yeah, this looks like it could turn out to be the best race of the set, and Pear could really use to get one. He could really use 1 point on the board here, because if you go 0 for 4, then not only is RockChalk going to shoot up ahead of you, you're not going to be having anything to show for it. And with only a few weeks left in the leagues, you're going to be tough pressed to make top 8 if you can't get any points against RockChalk. So Pear really needs this one win. And RockChalk would love to get up into like 5th place.
Yeah, you want to be cozy. Right now, he's in, like, the back. Not very comfortable seats.
There?
Huh?
He rolled out on top of the sign, then fell off and did like a double jump dive to get to the door. It's like the most unnecessary extra movement that you could do for the initial part of HMC.
Stylish. He's styling out. Like, Game 3, it's like, whatever. Gotta bring it all out.
Yeah. Alright, we'll see how Perry can do with the MIPS. RockChalk also getting a nice dive grab, so I've actually not seen either runner mess up the MIPS grab in the entire series. Okay, Parrot, nice backup there to get MIPS. You know, it cost him some time, but able to get it without leaving the door frame, so still an overall win. And Parrot's slightly better than race number 1, entering DDD at 11:11.
Wow. I didn't even realize the pace. They were just so close. I was like, all right, this is a good race, but Paracusia once again
7
here
seconds
on
apart.
PB pace. And RockChalk even might be on PB pace as well.
Oh, they're both definitely on PB pace. RockChalk's PB is like a 16:20. Wait, I think both their PBs are actually like 16:20-ish. So, definitely on PB pace. They can both get 15s with a really good end game.
There's a lot on the line. Lives hanging in the balance.
And Paris not
Oh!
hit front sub on the 3rd try. And RockChalk could ascend into the lead here if Paris can get this backup.
What?
Okay, RockChalk under the fin of the sub. Okay. Wow. Huge time loss there, eating so much lag in the meantime. Paracusia actually missed front sub and saved time over RockChalk. Pull glitch though. It just one thing after another in 16 star. There's never a moment to rest. You go from one thing to the next, and you have to be strong no matter what. Para's got a good setup though. Can he get it?
No!
Single jump. That's the frame perfect part of the trick. Let's see if RockChalk can get it. And he does.
Little booty slide from Paracusia. I don't think he has...
RockChalk's gonna take the lead if he can make early cycle. And here he goes. This could be a long jump wall kick as well. Barely getting over the gap. But RockChalk's taking the lead here. And we're still in Fire Sea. There's BLJs and bits left to go. But look at them both doing the long jumps. This is such a close race. And I can't believe it's gotten so close.
RockChalk in at 12:58. Paracusia in at 13:01. We have got 3 seconds apart. Oh, man.
Yeah, with BLJs coming up, they could literally be tied to the frame. Or the other way around. You never know. RockChalk taking a long time to spin there. I thought he was like slipping off his controller or something. I was worried he missed the throw, but able to get it despite the weird beginning. So you gotta look and see that they're both actually barely on 15 pace.
And the cops are out.
Oh yeah. Can't
coming in to stop these runners. The 15 police are here. Hide your Nintendo. Hide your commentary mic. Get out of the booth. Duck down. They're coming in, trying to take our BLJs, but we won't let them have it. Popping the key into the door. Nothing can stop what is going on before our very eyes. Game 3. Is Paracusia going to strike back, get a point? Or is RockChalk going to take it 3-0? The BLJ, that's enough speed, I think. He's going to be here for a little bit. And he's through. Paracusia. Now bounce around, but that also looks like just enough speed.
Oh, he's taking such a long time to get through the door, but RockChalk is going to be in bits first. And he's still on 15 pace. Okay, this is absolutely massive for RockChalk. Okay, good triple jump dive to start. Not going for Manimo, but this is still a very comfortable second cycle. Alright, we're going to be matching him here. Doing that other camera change! And the triple jump! Oh, good!
It's just... the Krabby Patty formula. It's like Paracusia is Plankton, and he wants the secret sauce, but he just can't get it out of the grips of Mr. Krabs. Unable to formulate a perfect patty. Gets so close every time, but the ending is the most important part. You cannot mess it up, and taking a fall. Oh, the bomb!
And looks like not only is RockChalk going to be going 3 for 3 in the games, he's on 15 pace, which would be like an over 20-second PB for the man. And that's one throw in the bag. He needs 2 more. Actually, I don't think he can 15, but he can really low 16. All right, one more throw. PB hype.
Okay.
Not able to get the tail.
But still on pace here, winding it up, and that
he
is
PB for RockChalk.
Woo! Congratulations to the man. 3 races later, a very bumpy ride, up and down, sideways, upside down. And that is it for the man. 16-0.
Yeah. What a roller coaster of emotions there. RockChalk ending up with the PB to show for it. And Paracusia, you gotta feel for the man. He plays so well in so many races, but just can't close them out. And it's gotta be a question of, is it mental? Is it just not practice enough with bits no red? Since that's not a 120, you could say there's an argument for that one, but really just the triple jump dive in 2 different races sealing it. So man, it's a really tough defeat for Para to take today.
Indeed. But I mean, I would be lying if it wasn't. I'd be lying to say it was not a crazy match to watch. Lots of back and forth. And shout out to RockChalk taking the 3-0. I was not expecting that. I was certainly thinking Paracusia was going to take a game or 2. But GG's. Good gameplay all around, but also some pretty spicy gameplay. A couple jalapenos tossed in the pot there that will be coming back through the the lower abdomen tomorrow morning, so we'll see that. But thank you everybody for watching. It has been a pleasure as always. We do not have time for a post-game interview, so we will be going on to the next thing. We've got some more Mario 64 coming right up next. It's going to be Ouija versus Counter Logic Gaming's Cheese in the 70-star league. Don't go anywhere. Thank you, Bad Ronas. As always a pleasure to commentate with you, man.
Same here, and I'll also be commentating with Rock Talk for the next race, so stay tuned.
Oh, all right. Peace out, everybody.